Hi everyone. I wanted to teach you a breath pattern. If you were only to learn one breath pattern in your whole life, this would probably be the most beneficial to you. One thing that it does is it increases your heart rate variability. Our heart rate variability is important to our overall well-being for sure. When we have low heart rate variability, there's not, let's see, our heart rate does not increase and decrease along with our breath. So there's not a lot of variability there. There's not a lot of flexibility there. This begins to occur for many reasons. One is just aging. One is chronic illness, obesity, cancer, anxiety, depression, many of the things that many people struggle on a daily basis with. So all those things lower our heart rate variability. And as we increase our heart rate variability, it helps us on many levels, including a cardiovascular level, emotional level, a resiliency to life, just kind of our overall health, and I'm sure many other things that I'm not thinking to say right now. So increasing our heart rate variability is very important for our overall health. So this breath pattern, ideally you want to do it 3 times a day for 5 minutes at a time. That's not a whole lot. Oftentimes I'll get it done, but I might only do it 10, 15 minutes a day, as opposed to breaking it up. That seems to be easier for me. But just doing it is really the most important thing. If you can practice it daily, you get the biggest bang for the buck. So one thing this breathing pattern has been proven to do is the effects of it, a 5-minute breathing session, the effects of it can last up to 4 hours, and has been studied and shown to reduce your blood pressure, your heart rate, and your cortisol levels by up to 20%. It also will increase your oxytocin, your dopamine, and your serotonin levels. It's pretty dang cool. I think a lot of us could use that. So the breathing pattern is very simple. It's a conscious breath, which all that means is you want to tune into it. You want to focus on the way the breath feels in your body. You want to be aware as it's happening. So you don't want to kind of mentally check out, at least when you're consciously practicing it. You can bring this breath pattern in any time. When you're grocery shopping, when you're stressed out, during a conversation that's difficult, you can do it anytime. But practicing it on a consistent basis with focus and awareness is one of the most important parts. So just really, kind of being mindful, being still, focusing on the breath, how it feels in your body, just doing it purposefully, consciously, and with awareness. And then you want to also, it's a connected breath. And all that means is that you kind of picture yourself breathing in a circle. So for instance, there's no big pauses at the top of the inhale and no big pauses at the bottom of the exhale. Your inhale and your exhale become connected. So the first half of the breath is the inhale. And then before you get to the very top, you want to begin your exhale. And then before you get to the very bottom, you turn right around and you begin your inhale. So it's a connected breath in that sense. And the ideal length is between 5 and 6 seconds. So you want an equal length inhale and exhale. So you want a 5 to 6 second inhale and a 5 to 6 second exhale. That's it. Super simple. This breathing pattern has helped me already many times. If I start to get a headache, I'll lay down and do this. If I am just feeling unhappy or stressed out or need a little change in my day, you don't have to lay, you can sit down and do it. So the breath is mostly done in and out through the nose, but you can experiment with that. You could do an inhale through the nose and an exhale through kind of pursed lips, but you don't need to force the exhale. You just kind of want to let it go. So it really just looks like this. I'm sure you can't even hear me breathing. I just look like I'm sitting here, which is kind of a nice advantage. That first breath, I realized I actually had taken a little bit more towards my upper cavity than I wanted to, which is fine. It's fine once you realize you're doing it, because then you can change the location of the breath. You want to continuously, like I've talked about before, try to remember to learn to use your breathing muscles, the way your body was designed to breathe, a little more consistently and effectively. So that's your thoracic cavity muscles and your diaphragm. So you want to kind of send the breath down to those locations, and take the breath in from those muscles and let the breath go out from those muscles. So this can also be another really good opportunity to just practice feeling where your breath is coming into. So 3 times a day, 5 minutes a day, or however you can fit it in. I really truly believe you'll eventually notice a difference in how you feel and in your life in general. I've found so many benefits from just learning and practicing breath. It kind of blows my mind sometimes. So there's one more thing I want to tell you about. There's an app by the International Breathing Foundation. I think it's called International Breathwork Foundation, and it is available on both Apple and Google. So you just go to your Play Store or your Apple Store, and if you Google IBF breathing app, so IBF breathing app, it should pop right up. It's a free app. Download it, and it will it's a very cool, simple, easy to use app. What I do it, there's manual settings or automatic settings that you can choose for energizing or relaxing or balancing. So this tends to be the balancing breath. I will often just kind of set it manually. I'll do usually 5.5 to 6 second inhale and exhales. And then you can pick a sound if you want it to make a sound when you turn your breath around, when you turn it from the inhale and exhale. So that way I don't have to be necessarily looking at my phone to really get a feel and learn the pattern. I can just listen. So get the app if you're interested. I found it super helpful. Practice this breath. I hope you find it useful. I really encourage you to tune into how it feels in your body. Don't just do the breath, but tune into where the breath lands in your body. What does it change in there? Can you feel it in your legs? Can you feel it in your head? Can you feel it in your neck? Just where do you experience these changes in your body using your breath? Let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, I just hope you guys are having a great day and you find this useful information. Talk to you later.